Hey everybody, it's me, Steve Schnee, and you are watching the CD Junkie. I'm not going to talk about CDs today. I'm not going to talk about music, although you know me. I'd probably throw some musical references in there somewhere. Today I am talking about death and how it changes the living. We've all experienced death in our lives, such as our parents or grandparents, family members, pets. All of it's very, very powerful, very, very emotional, very devastating. And I think the important thing is obviously that we continue carrying on the lessons or the joy that these people brought in our lives. It's very difficult to deal with sadness, but then ultimately you have to also say, hey, this person taught me this, or I learned this, or why am I carrying this sadness around when I should be celebrating this person's life, celebrating the fact that this person came along and touched my life, touched the lives of everyone around him or her. And first thing I don't want is I don't want anybody to come to me. I mean, I understand it's the first reaction, but to have like, oh, I'm sorry for your loss or whatever, because those kind of feelings should be just sent off into the universe, sent off in prayers, in love, in warmth. Because my friends and I lost a really wonderful person. And I only saw this person like every year or every other year, but we got to hang out, and I'm 61 years old, and this is the guy that I wanted to grow up to be like. And I failed miserably at it. But there's always the chance that I could become that person. I could become the person, I know inside everybody is harboring some kind of secret, harboring some kind of pain, stress, anxiety, whatever. But sometimes there's those people that come along in your life that you think like, man, everything that this guy deals with, or this girl, in my situation, I'm going to call it a guy because it is a guy. Everything this guy deals with, he takes it in stride. And instead of saying, yeah, this is a problem, he says, hey, now how can I fix this? How can I approach this, without getting upset about it, or without this, and with me, I take things personal. I come on here on YouTube to talk about music and share my love of music. And, people have to deal with trolls. You have to deal with friends turning their backs on you, or people not watching your videos anymore, or your subs not going up, or your, all that kind of stuff. You have to deal with that. I'm less likely to be bothered by that now than I was, 2 years ago or a year ago. But then I think of this person, and I think, why should I let that bother me? Why don't I just cut it off, move forward? That's the type of person I think we all should be. We should all care about each other. We should all, instead of saying, like, wow, you're having issues? Okay, well, go have your issues on your own. It's like, hey, you want to sit down? Let's talk about this. Let somebody vent to you. Let somebody talk to you. Let somebody share their thoughts with you. Do the same. Find somebody who is open and willing and wants to do that type of bonding, per se. You're not going to find it in a live stream. Find it in real life. Maybe do like a call somebody on the phone. Do a phone chat, video chat of some kind. The important thing that so many people teach me in this life is, you've got one chance. And it's not like making this video. Will I stop recording and then start again? I could if I want, but I choose not to. And if I make a mistake, then it doesn't matter. I'm not going to edit this at all. And my brain does seem like it's going in a million different directions because, it's processing death. It's trying to sidestep the sadness because you're always going to go through grief. I was talking to a friend yesterday on the phone, and she lost somebody who was very dear to her. And you're going to have those moments like she does where you're getting through the day with the happy thoughts of this person, the memories, the cool memories. And then just there's that moment that you go, oh my gosh, they're gone. I can't pick up the phone. I can't drive to see them. I can't email them or text them. You're going to go through that kind of stuff. I've done it. I've lost both my parents. I've lost my cousin. I've lost my grandparents. I've lost an aunt. The very first time I experienced death was one of my very, very, very best friends, Rick Infelt. He played drums for Rick Nelson, and he was on that plane. So that was kind of the first time somebody close to me passed away. And I'm like experiencing it with everybody else in the world because of the person he was playing drums with. So that was kind of a weird thing, but ever since then it's been more personal. And, but it's a weird concept. I'm not good with dealing with death. So maybe that's why I sort of sometimes block it off, and I'm not good with talking about it. I'm not going to sit here and tell you what a great person all these people were. I think that just my deep love and passion for these people, it is more than enough to tell you what great people they are or were. In fact, I sometimes hate to use people in past tense because they're always going to be with us in our memories, in the way we do things. And what this gentleman taught me is, man, just love life. Take your talents, of which I have very few. I mean, I can't even juggle. But maybe I can take up juggling and learn how to juggle really well. But anyway, don't let the little things get you down. There's people out there, maybe even somebody watching this video, that just says, I want to get on, I want to ruin Schnee's day. I'm going to leave a shitty comment. Or somebody else. They're going to do it to somebody else. And to me, there's so many people out there who have supported me, and I'm so absolutely grateful. I'm not talking about financial or sending me CDs or whatever. I'm just talking about good people. There are so many good people on there. I don't think that good and kind are humans' default. I think that everyone is born and your default is set to grumpy, hate, negativity. And I think it's the stronger people are the ones that are positive. The strongest people are the ones that are going to say, I love you to their friends. It's not that same kind of naked love, but it's a passionate love because that's just the way it is. And I think that kindness is like I said, it's a little harder to do than hate. That's why I don't do, I tell you already in videos, I don't do those videos where I talk bad about things. But I don't want to make this about me. And since it's my channel and also and my mind is still processing everything, I'm putting me in here. I want to put you in here. I want to put my friend Karl in here. And the best thing in this world is when you leave, is to leave this plane, this planet, this universe, a little bit better than it was when you got here. Karl did that in spades. Absolutely. My God. Every time he was up there on stage performing, he's a great performer, great songwriter. He was like that cool Nick Lowe type bass player guy. You know, he was like Nick Lowe with a cool laid back Texas attitude. He was up there giving it his all, but he made it look so dang easy. And kind people, good people, they don't come off as being fake. Like, hi, how you doing? You know, and then the minute you say, well, I'm doing okay, and then they're walking away. You know, Karl and the people that I love and care about, you know, my Texas friends, my pop night friends, my family, all the people I know in my real life, these are the people that show that they are sincere, caring people. They may not be as sappy as I am, but at the end of the day, they leave this world a better place. Why am I using YouTube to say this? Well, because my OnlyFans channel, that's kind of awkward. But thank you, everybody, for allowing me to share my love of music and that positivity. Being a good person, it may not be easy, but it's worthwhile. Karl was a great person, and I could only attempt to be partially okay on a good day type of person. I can never be as great as this. I can never be as great as my Texas friends and my good friends, the people that I'm close to, the people that I love. I can never be that person. But I try every day. Thank you for watching this video. Love one another. Say a prayer for not just Karl. Say it for all the people you've lost. Spare a thought for the good people in our lives. And I'll see you next time. And I won't be so serious. I promise I'll make some kind of stupid joke. Thank you, everybody, for watching. And until the next time, remember me. I'm Steve Schnee, CD Junkie.